Bill for the establishment of the National Independent Local Government Electoral Commission has held first reading in the Senate. The body will be saddled with the responsibility of conducting elections for the 774 local governments in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. To achieve this, the Constitution needs to be amended. The bill, Local Government Independent Electoral Commission Bill 2024,
sponsored by the chairman.
Was sponsored by Chairman, Committee on Finance, Senator Sani Musa, APC, Niger East. The proposed NILGEC shall consist of a chairperson and 6 commissioners appointed by the President and confirmed by the Senate. The chairperson and commissioners shall serve for a term of 5 years, renewable once. According to the bill, the NILGEC shall operate independently, free from external influence and interference, and the Commission shall have its budget approved by the National Assembly to ensure financial independence. According to the bill, the sections are establishment of NILGEC. The National Independent Local Government Electoral Commission is hereby established as an autonomous body mandated to organize, oversee, and conduct elections for the offices of local government chairman and councillors across all states. The functions and powers of NILGEC are: 1. To conduct free, fair, and transparent elections for local government chairman and councillors. To prepare and maintain an accurate and up-to-date voter register. To ensure voter education and public awareness regarding the electoral process. To set and enforce electoral guidelines and regulations for local government elections. To recruit and train electoral officers and staff for efficient election management. To monitor and supervise all electoral activities and processes. To investigate and adjudicate electoral disputes and grievances. The bill also stipulates that on electoral processes and procedures, NILGEC shall develop and implement procedures for voter registration, candidate nomination, and conduct of elections. On transitional provisions, upon the establishment of NILGEC, all powers and functions related to the conduct of local government elections previously vested in any other body or authority shall be transferred to NILGEC. On commencement, this bill shall come into effect upon its passage by the National Assembly and assent by the President. Let me start with you, Honorable Wisdom. What is your take on this?
Shoma, thank you very much on this particular issue, because if you ask me, just like you already did, I think the Nigerian Senate is not really helping Nigerians. I can say it anywhere, and I want anyone to challenge me. The Nigerian Senate, as a matter of fact, is misleading Nigerians, because I don't see a reason why the Supreme Court a few days ago gave a verdict on the financial autonomy of all the local governments. And Nigeria before now has the Independent National Electoral Commission, which is INEC. And this same INEC engaged in conducting the election of the president, the National Assembly members, including governors and Senate and the House of Assembly members, within the 774 local governments and down to the wards and the units within the federation. You will recall vividly that as a pioneer leader of a structure that cuts across 774 local government, I think I have a deeper view of most of all the activities that happen within all these 774 local government because of my vast availability and avalanche of reaching out to people. I can tell you that the Nigerian Senate is not doing us any good, because come to think of it, this is another avenue for Nigerian Commonwealth, our finances, to continue to be misused and misappropriated. Why would we be creating another agency when we have an agency that is there also doing the same job? Come to think of it, yes, we are saying that we don't want the State Electoral Commission anymore to continue in conducting of elections. It's not bad. It's fine and good. So why should we even start talking about, creating another local government independent National Electoral Commission? If you ask me, it's just I just even don't find the best just because I want to be mindful of the kind of statements I make. It's abysmal. It's regrettable by the Nigerian Senate, and I can tell you, this same Nigerian Senate, if you look at this particular bill, even the person who is sponsoring the bill, you understand that instead of the plight of the Nigerian citizens to be a burden on Nigerians, like the food scarcity, the hardship, most of the challenges that are trending right now in Nigeria, instead what we are busy doing is things that continue to give most of their followers their awards and their aides, because most of their aides are the ones who go to the local government to contest local government elections. Most of their aides are the ones who run for councillorship. And you cannot be talking about elections within the local government and financial autonomy when the 1999 constitution has amended, which is the capital thing, is yet to be amended. Because if you look at what the second schedule said, the interpretation of the responsibility of a local government, it is yet to be defined. And we cannot be talking about elections, talking about financial autonomy, when even we've not been able to interpret properly the specification or the job responsibility of the local government councillors, who have no constitutional power to impeach their local government chairman. Because if you ask me, look at what is happening. Take, for instance, we saw on record a few days ago in Edo State, where the councillors passed a vote of no confidence on the local government chairman, citing misappropriation and padding of the supplementary budget. But at the end of the day, did you see the light of the day? No. We are still watching. So I don't think that the Nigerian Senate is doing justice to Nigerians. As a matter of fact, I think I am of the opinion that the Nigerian Senate, the 108 senators we have in Nigeria today, are not doing justice to Nigerians. As a matter of fact, they are not speaking for Nigerians. Apart from a few of them who have maybe lately come up, the likes of Aline Dume, who came out publicly to tell Nigerians what is really happening. Because every single day we continue to watch on television, there are a lot of policies yet to be implemented by the by Mr. President and his team, which are laudable if implemented and properly harnessed. But the truth is that all these things continue to be on a theoretical level, and Nigerians are suffering. He made a statement on his interview with Charles on Arise TV, and he said something. I like to quote him. He said that Nigeria is a democratic state, but today, those who are running or who have found themselves within the corridors of power, clustering the presidency, are not true Democrats, rather that they are kleptocrats. And I agree with him in that. Reason is that if they are true Democrats, they should be the ones relating back to the president, telling the president, these are the issues, what is happening in Nigeria today. These are the hardships that Nigerians are facing. But the president is seated there in the Aso Villa, enjoying himself, having time to, show hospitality to all the international friends and relations he has, including those ones that are economically, buoyant to Nigeria. But the truth is that what are the real original Nigerians? Right. Those who are members of the Nigerian population, what are they going through? An average Nigerian cannot even be boastful of a 3 square meal today because of the hardship. And today, what our Nigerian senators are busy telling us is that they are about to, bring in. And the reason why I can tell you that this particular bill you're seeing today being sponsored by the Nigerian Senate is not just because it is pro-people, because it is never pro-people. Rather, it is because of their personal interest on the people that they have promised among their aides that they have compensated, or they have promised to compensate with the local government financial what they call income that will be coming. So I think that Nigerian Senate has not done us well. Okay. And I really want to talk about other things, but because of time, there is need for this particular bill to be thrown into ashes, because we have INEC, and that there's no need for us to start going back to bring in another agency of government when we know that INEC has the capacity to conduct election within the 7 and 7 local government.
All right. What is your take?
When I went through this press release, I think I see it as another avenue for job for the boys. It's a duplication of parastatal or commission or job. You know that we applauded President Bola Ahmed Tinubu a few months ago when he wanted to start implementing the Orasanya report. Mm-hmm. But what did we see? We are seeing another ministry coming up in the name of some livestock development. So are we moving forward or are we moving backwards in Nigeria? And have you seen any parastatal of government being subsumed into another? Have you seen any ministry being subsumed or merged to another? No. And his administration is also being touted as having produced the highest number of ministers. So are they helping us or what? Look at where we have state electoral commissions. And look at it, if you go to the Constitution, you find out that the Constitution expressly states that the states are the ones to make laws on how the local government should be run. What is the problem with the Nigerian? Are we in an autocratic government? When you wake up one day and the policy doesn't favor you, you want to tear down the roof. Tomorrow, you might also be a beneficiary. And when you get there, what will you say? You start crying wolves. So I get confused by what the Senate, which is being rubber-stamped in the person of Ababio, is doing. Look at how Alin Dume was removed as a chief whip.
Regrettable and laughable at the same time.
Look at what is happening. So in this vein, my dear, what I'm calling for is that this particular bill be thrown into the dust.
All right.
If we could not see the light of the day. And is that fear? Is there any fear of trust for the Nigerian governors? Ahmed Tinubu was a governor. Akpabio was a governor. Many of them seated there we are governors. Are they telling us something we don't know? That it is now that they are dawned on them, after taking their own quote and fair share, that they want to destroy what the Constitution of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, have said. We say no to that. Nigerians should rise against this.
All right.
And let me tell you, is that how we are going? You don't even entrust a mere election, which is politics, which is, in my definition, is just like children playing. If you don't win today, tomorrow you might win. You may lose today, tomorrow you might win today, tomorrow you lose. Look at what is going on in the US with Biden and stepping down and all that. That is politics. It's just a play. But when you now take it as a do or die, like Obasanjo said, it is regrettable. And what I want to say, is that why they don't want to entrust state police to the governors? You could see what is happening, but it's good that the federal government is controlling the armed forces and the police, that wherever it suits them, they will deploy. Wherever it doesn't favor them, they will remove. I mean, it is regrettable. And this bill will not go anywhere in helping the plight of Nigerians.
All right.
And adding any value to what we are going through.
All right.